So this is the 2016 Leaving Cert Ordinary Level Paper 1, and we're looking at question number 1. Emma works part-time after school at the local takeaway. She's paid a rate per hour and also receives €2 for each delivery she makes. Okay, so €2 for each delivery. One day she works for 2 hours, makes 5 deliveries and is paid a total of €28. Find her hourly rate of pay. Okay, so on this day she works for 2 hours, she makes 5 deliveries, right? So 5 deliveries at €2 for each delivery. So we can work that out first of all. 5 by 2, and that's equal to 10. So that's €10. Now her total is €28. So if we take away the 10 from that, that leaves us €18 that she must get in as her rate. Now she works for 2 hours, so she gets that €18 for 2 hours. So her hourly rate then would be the 18 divided by 2, which is 9. So €9 per hour. That's her rate. Okay, part B says 1 week she works for H hours and makes D deliveries. Write a formula in H and D for the average wage W she receives. Okay, so W will be equal to, for each, well, if her hourly rate is 9, H stands for the hours, so it'll be 9 by the number of hours, 9H, and then she gets €2 for each delivery, so it'll be plus 2 times the number of deliveries, and D stands for the number of deliveries. So W, her wage, would be equal to 9 multiplied by the hours plus 2 multiplied by the deliveries. Okay, part C, another week she works for 6 hours and makes 12 deliveries. She also works 5 hours on a Sunday at time and a half and makes some deliveries. In total she receives $161.50 for that week. Find out how many deliveries she makes on the Sunday. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is write down the formula that we just established. The wages is 9H plus 2D. So let's look at this bit here first, the first sentence. She works 6 hours and makes 12 deliveries. So her wage then for the week will be 6 hours, that's 9 by 6, plus 2 times the number of deliveries, that's 2 by 12. So that's this bit done here, and that bit. She also works for 5 hours on a Sunday at time and a half. So 5 hours at time and a half. Okay, so time and a half, if she gets €9 an hour normally, time and a half would be 9 times 1.5, which gives us 13.5. So that's her Sunday rate. And she did 5 hours of this, so it'd be 5 of them. And she made some deliveries, okay? So some deliveries, we don't know how many, but we know that she gets €2 per delivery, so plus 2 times the number of deliveries. So that's her wage for the week. And we know that this is equal to we know that's $161.50. That's the total. And we're trying to find out how many deliveries she makes, so we're looking for D. So we have an equation here now in D, so we can start to work on this. 9 sixes is 54, plus 2 12s is 24, plus 5 times 13.5 is 67.5, plus the 2D is equal to 161.50. So when I tidy this up a bit again, 54 plus the 24 plus the 67.5, that gives me 145.5 plus 2d equals 161.50. And then I simply bring this over to the other side, make it a negative. That becomes minus 145.50. So my equation becomes 2d is equal to 161.50 subtract 145.50, which is 16. So I can then divide both sides by 2. I get d is equal to 16 over 2. So d, the number of deliveries, is 8. And that's the end of question number 1.